Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon. One person has taken the trouble to ask this question at X age. It doesn't matter, 65, 70, definitely for a retired person. Let me just read the answer, read the question exactly as he has said. At age 65 years, should I sell all my direct equities, real estate and metals portfolio and put all this money into a multi-asset fund growth option and do a systematic withdrawal plan for monthly expenses? This is a very good question and I can answer it in two ways. The Kartikeya way of saying yes, that's it, you must do it, or the more elaborate way of, the Ganesha way of saying yes, or the Kartikeya way of taking your peacock and going around the world. So this is a longer answer that I think this person wanted, because there is no yes or no answer to this. The answer is yes for some people and no for some people. The question is, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? So typically, selling all your direct equity, real estate and metals to consolidate it to a single multi-asset fund with a systematic withdrawal plan for monthly expenses is a significant decision that depends on various things, right? It is not just it also depends. I'm assuming that the question is asked by a man, right? It has nothing to show his gender, but I'm assuming it's a man. So the question is, what does your wife want? What do your children want? Do your children want to actively participate with you in managing your complex portfolio? Then maybe this may not be a great solution. But if your children are abroad, they're not with you, they're staying far away, even if they're staying 500 kilometers away, and if they are not participating in your activities, then you should simplify your portfolio, right? So this answer is not going to be yes or no. It's going to be a very complicated answer, and hopefully I will leave you confused at the end of it, not knowing what to do, or saying partially let me do something and partially let me sell off my direct equity portfolio and put it into multi-asset fund, but my mutual fund portfolio I'll not touch, or I will still keep one real estate and continue to get rent from it, even though I know it's going to get more complicated. But that is the first house that I bought and it's on rent and I'm not interested in selling it. Perfectly all right, right? So it depends a lot on your personal financial situation, your health, your risk tolerance, and your overall net worth and your other income sources. Like, do you have pensions? You have social security if you're in the US, right? And other long-term goals. You have any other long-term goals? You see, he's 65 years of age. Maybe he does not have any other long-term goals. Maybe travel is the only goal that he has, right? So I'm not really. This is not really a financial advisor based answer. It is also it is not definitely personally touched. I mean, personal advice. I don't have enough details about him. What is his wife's age? Wife is alive, wife is dead, how many children he has? None of this he has shared, so I have no clue, and I'm assuming it's a man. So first of all, consult a good personal financial advisor to see what category of risk you want to take, because multi-asset funds can be Indian equity, foreign equity, and maybe some private equity or gold, metal, whatever. So with this is a high risk portfolio. It does not have any debt. So if there is debt, there could be some semblance of fall being arrested during bad times. So here there's no debt. So all these things. So which multi-asset fund is also not very easy. Some multi-asset funds are higher risk, some multi-asset funds are lower risk. So depending on how you are going to look at it. And some multi-asset funds have done very well because metals have done very well. Then metals may not do well over the next few years. So please consult a personal financial planner as to what to do. Consult a chartered accountant saying how much of capital gains will happen, right? So check out all that. And that's it. I'll continue to talk about the pros and cons of doing all this. So pros of this obviously is because simplification and ease of management. You don't have to worry, you don't have to have dividends. So maybe your capital gains is not enough for you to even to pay tax. Maybe you sold you made some capital gains of 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, so maybe 3 lakhs is exempt and you pay lesser tax on that, right? So anyway, you create enough dividend income to say, okay, I have 6-7 lakhs of dividend income, but since my overall income is not more than 12 lakhs, so I don't have to pay tax returns, and even though I'm getting 6 7 lakhs plus I'm doing some systematic withdrawal, I'm still within the tax bracket, right? So all within the not having to pay tax, right? So it's possible. Diversification you are getting now in one place. If you sell off, let's say you sell off your Indian Oil, your GAIL, your ONGC, your what have you, all Coal India, NTPC, you sell off all these shares. You've got rid of all power shares, so you can put into a power fund, right? A fuel fund, power fund, whatever you want to call it, an energy fund. You can put all that there. So you're now, these are high dividend paying companies. So from high dividend paying companies, you have gone into a good fund, and now you're not going to get dividends, but you're going to get capital gains as and when you want, and pay 12.5% tax instead of getting dividend from so many places and paying 30% tax slab, right? So all your diversification is now in one place, and you have a fund manager who decides how much you put in equity, how much in gold, how much in foreign equity, how much in debt. So that's what a multi-asset does. And then when a multi-asset moves from gold to silver, or from silver to equity, or equity to debt, you don't have to pay taxes. So it's very tax efficient also. The systematic withdrawal plan allows you to plan your income in a very steady way. I would not call this income, I would say this is your cash flow. Your cash flow can be managed very well. Let's say 50,000 rupees is what you spend per month, then, and you have a 5 crore, 10 crore portfolio, whatever it is, you can do a systematic withdrawal of 50,000 rupees, right? You don't have to worry about where your next meal will come from, and you decided that is what you will withdraw, and suddenly 1 or 2 months later or 6 months later you find that you don't even need so much. Then you can pause your systematic withdrawal for 3 months, 6 months, stop it and restart it. All those the kind of freedom that is available, because you know that you're getting a fixed income, and you can always adjust it for inflation. Next year, if you think the inflation was 10%, just calculate, just for fun, you can increase your systematic withdrawal by 10%. It's very easy, right? Liquidity, because you have all the money in one or two funds, or maybe one liquid fund also, accessing liquidity should not be a problem at all, right? So potential for growth is also available, because you have some direct equity, you have gold, you have maybe foreign equity, right? So all those things are there. So therefore potential for growth is higher, and your risk is also lower, because it's a diversified portfolio. And clearly it's a diversified portfolio. You're not just saying, oh, as and when I get more money I'll put into debt. No, all that is being done by the fund manager. What are the downsides? Well, opportunity cost and asset specific benefits are lost. The fund in which you have put, the fund house in which you have put, has a very good manager managing this multi-asset fund, but the fund manager has now quit and she's going to set up something on her own. So you have those kind of risks which were running. So you are trying to reduce that. But if you put to one multi-asset fund, you're running all those risks. So maybe 2-3 multi-asset funds, one flexi cap fund. So you could have a combination of what I'm saying. So real estate provides a lot of emotional appeal to people. So they'll say, no, that is the first house I bought, I need to keep it on rent. So what if I'm 72 years of age? I will still go collect, put it in the bank, and if the tenant has some problem, it gives me a chance to interact more with the tenant. So that's also possible. Metals like gold and silver are today being talked about. Everybody is talking about it, but over long periods of time it may not have given great return. But right now, if I say anything against gold, I will be lynched, so I'll keep my mouth shut. Gold and silver are going up, and silver is going up faster. Also think of all the tax implications. If you sell everything and you pay 12.5% tax, now will you put yourself on the higher slab for making more, for getting some more tax, for paying some more taxes. So see whether that suits you. And also now coming to market and fund risk, a growth option still has a lot of equity exposure. A growth fund, or in a has all those risks which run, which your principal could fluctuate with the markets, and since you're not withdrawing even the dividends, your whole corpus could be going up and down. But the solution for that is to go to the bucket theory rather than saying, oh, there is too much risk in equity. Of course, there is risk in equity. You have to learn how to manage the risk, right? So inflation and longevity risk, if SWP withdrawal rate is too high, then you might exhaust your money at the age of 85 and live till the age of 96. So that risk is just always there. Inflation and longevity risk means even at 65 you have to be worried about your inflation and things like that, simply because you could live too long, right? So lack of customization, here there is no customization. With your equity portfolio, you knew why you were investing in a particular share and how you are supposed to handle it. Your lack of customization is there, but it is up to you to decide how to handle it, right? So sequence of return risk, as soon as you start this, if the market goes down and the returns are not good, you will not be able to withdraw so much. So be careful about that. Have a look at your own risk tolerance and time horizon. How scared are you that if another COVID kind of a situation happens, you may not be able to pull through, right? So risk tolerance, time horizon, retirement planning, 100 minus age kind of stories. But yeah, creating your own corpus, which is bigger and bigger, and maybe taking whatever medicines that you want to. Retirement planning, all those things can be useful. Expense ratio and SWP setup. Aim for a SWP with a 3 to 5 year, kind of withdrawal. So if you put say 5 crores in a multi-asset fund, think of withdrawing only 5% of that, which is about 25 lakhs, about 2 lakhs per month. Let it build up, and after that you can increase the amount that you draw. But look at the expense ratio, look at the SWP setup before you start investing your money. Alternatives to go all in, you could do a hybrid, put some money in index fund, put some money in other funds, see how it is happening, and at the age of 70 you take a risk, you take a call based on time availability, complexity, wanting to handle complexity. Based on all that, you could be taking your decision. Economic activity as on 2025, with the market potential, market volatility from interest rates. RBI may not cut interest rates, but it is not, it is increasing interest rates. Health and estate planning, make your will. Make sure that you have taken into account all the long-term care costs, right? And make sure that all that is not eating into your saving when you're alive, right? So real estate or metals might offer better inheritance options, but that's up to you. I think I've finished talking about it. So can you have a multi-asset fund or a flexi cap as the primary backbone of your portfolio? I think so. Thank you.